What's up, guys? This is Brent with Western Equipment, and I am right outside of town at one of the local restaurants here. As you can see behind me here, this is the driveway leading into the restaurant. It's a good quarter to half a mile long here, and they have an absolute problem. So they have washboarding, which if you don't know what that is, that's bumps that are in the gravel or in the dirt that cause a really uncomfortable ride for customers when they're coming in. And they've also got some potholes and some other things that need to be fixed. So today I've got the Frontier LP 1172 land plane and the John Deere 3043D here. Now I'm mainly going to be showing how this land plane works, what the benefits are of having one. So I'm gonna hop on the tractor, show you guys this machine at work, and then afterwards, if you're interested, you can stick around to hear a little bit more about the land planes, what all options and sizes are available. All right, so all this bumpiness and the shaking of the camera is due to these washboards or these bumps in the gravel. And they form from various different things, from wind, from vehicles, from trucks coming in and out doing deliveries. They just build up over time, and roads like this need to be maintained. Go down into A gear and into third. We're gonna drop down our land plane. See, delivery truck, they gotta come out here. Sometimes semis are rough on the roads. So we're working on the second pass, and it's already so much better. But we're gonna do a few passes here, going up and down this driveway, trying to get this thing as smooth as possible. All right, so we've made a bunch of passes back and forth here, gotten out most of that washboarding, filled up all the potholes. So now what I'm gonna do is give it a test run, see just how smooth it is. We were in A range and in the fourth gear, so low range, highest gear. Now we're gonna go into B range, higher gear, and 3 gear. So we're gonna move along pretty fast down this road and see just how bumpy it is. So far, so good. It's pretty smooth. It could still take a few more passes, so we'll probably give it a few more goes here. So we just got finished here with this road, and I can tell you guys it is night and day different. I was able to get rid of all of the washboarding on this road, able to fill in some of those potholes that I was showing there in the beginning, and just overall, the driving experience now up and down this road is enjoyable. It feels just like a normal gravel road. You have your little bit of bump, but you don't have that bounce that you had before with the washboarding, and you don't have those unexpected potholes in the way. Now let's talk about what this machine does, or what this implement does, and how it actually works a little bit here with how it's designed. So one thing that I want you to notice is that it is in a square frame. But if you notice here, the blades are at an angle. So whenever we have this sat down on the ground and we're pulling that gravel or that dirt, what you're doing is you're actually shifting it from the right side to the left. And the reason this is, if we want to get into such things as crowning our roadways, we're able to do that because we have one side that's going to send more material to the other. Now, the other benefit to this is that we do have two blades. So whenever you're going across and you're pulling that gravel, as you saw in the action footage there, the bulk of it is going to be caught up here in that front blade, but then we have the rear one also to smooth out any of those chunks or bumps that are left over after that initial pass with that front blade. Now, we need to talk a little bit about main uses for a land plane. Now, a lot of times people are going to say, hey, I've got a box blade, I can grade my road with that. And yes, you usually can. The good thing about a box blade is that it does have that box on the back that's going to allow you to pull new material or to gather material and then spread that down the drive or wherever you're going with it, whatever you're smoothing out, and you're able to carry material and move it and to fill in those holes. Now, the thing about a land plane is that primarily these are going to be good for existing roads. So say for instance, we have a road, you know, like this one here that's been here for many, many years. It's been compacted. It's had that washboarding over the years. It's had those potholes accumulate, but it's had this gravel, and this gravel hasn't gone anywhere. The thing about a land plane is that it can bring a road back to life. Now with this one here, this is simply just the two blade design. So we're only able to go so far down. We're not able to do that intense scarifying of the road and tear it up and start fresh with what's down below. But there are models of these that are made with those front teeth. They're in the front that are at an adjustable depth where you can dig a little deeper and then be able to smooth out on top. But for this road here in particular, this machine worked great. I was able to actually pitch it just a little bit forward, which you can do with these. You can adjust the levelness from front to back with your top link to be able to give a little more sharper dig, or you can lean it back to where it's straight on level where those blades are working simultaneously. That part is going to be up to you. The other interesting part about these is that not all depths are going to be the same. Sometimes you're going to want to play around with your setting on your 3-point adjustment to make sure that you're getting the cut that you want. As I saw whenever I started this project, I started out with it down just a little bit too low and I was cutting in a little more than I wanted to, but all I had to do was simply adjust that height at my 3-point adjustment, and then I was right where I wanted to be able to get this to the type grade that we were looking for. Now this model here is a 72. This is the Frontier LP 1172, but this LP 11 series of land planes does come in multiple different sizes. We have the 60, which is the 5 foot, the 72, which is the 6 foot, the 84, which is the 7 foot, and the 96, which is the 8 foot. Those are all going to come, as you see here, with the 2-blade design. They're just going to be different widths. Now, if we're looking for that heavier land plane, the one with the teeth in the front, we can look at the LP 12 series. This series is going to come in a 7, 8, and a 10 foot on that series, and along with those scarifiers there in the front, or those teeth to dig in, you're also going to have adjustable skid shoes here at the bottom where you can raise or lower those depending on the grade that you're looking for. And the other good thing about that is that those are replaceable, so that's going to add to the life of your land plane. Now the good thing about all of these land planes, when we're talking about adding life to them, is that each one of the blades here are going to be reversible. So we can simply unbolt these, flip it over once it's gotten worn down on one side, and then we're able to use both sides of those blades, also adding to the life of that land plane. In summary, guys, if you have dirt or gravel roads that you're looking to fix or maintain, I highly encourage that you look into one of these land planes. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to check out this cool video and this one. Buy your parts right up here and subscribe right here.